see dead people.
Nothing on that beat, nope.
Aye, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a free throw, man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches, go. The audience not dumb, shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. Ain't there something P-Rest that's for bitchin'? You Malibu most wanted, ain't no law boy, you ball boy, fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes, or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy. Nigga better straighten they posture. Got favorites all up in contact. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident, I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow, he was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me.
Yeah. Welcome back to another stream, people. We took a day off yesterday to celebrate becoming champions of England for the 4th time in a row, but we're back for the first late night chats since becoming the champions of England. The late night champions, we should rename this stream to. The late night champs. Big up to all of you who are joining us. Big up to all of you who joined me for the watch along for the game on Sunday. And yeah, do us a massive favor. Hit that like button, hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe if you're new around here. Who have we got in the building? Big up Briggsy. Yes, then. All smash the likes. Golden target of 50. Exactly. The target's always 50. Big up Briggsy. Big up B-Docs. Jack Lee. JTI, my man. JTI. Puneet, my man. Puneet. B Moons. Joe's a bit sick tonight, people. So, L Joe in the chat. Because he's not feeling great and that, so I've got a decent replacement here. And big ol' Simo Subs was literally just chatting to Simo on LB's call-in show a few minutes ago. Lovely fella, member for 2 months here. Big up Hugh, good to chat to you on LB's channel. Great to chat to you and finally see you face to face, Simo. Absolute legend, and massively appreciate you for being a member for 2 months. Anybody else wants to be a channel member? The link's in the chat right now. Become a member. It's what the big dogs do. But yeah, listen, just hit the like button. And as I said, Joe's ill, so I've got Revel here. We're going to chat about the league. I want to chat about a bit about the credit and the beef and the way people are slandering City more than ever right now. I want to chat about that. I want to chat about Ederson, Paqueta, Pep. Just have a good chat. But like I said, Revel's here to fill in for his first ever late night chats appearance. And you've tuned in for a good one, Revel. You've turned up for a good one because it's kind of hard to beat being champions 4 times in a row.
Yeah, God bless, to be honest with you. I mean, the last few days have been great. Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought, obviously, we don't have to do the wrap-up, but that performance against West Ham was just fantastic. Like, you couldn't have had a better lead into an FA Cup final either, in my opinion. You know, everyone's going in now a lot happier. But, yeah, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, that was Ederson rumours came out of nowhere.
We will talk about Ederson slightly later in the show, but I want to start with the champion stuff. I want to chat about the backlash to it, because it's kind of crazy to be champions of England, and in this era of social media, the amount of messages and DMs and tweets I'm getting from people saying no one tuned in to watch your trophy lift, no one cares that you've won 4 in a row, you cheat and corrupt this, you cheat and corrupt that. And I'm like, mate, I don't think you understand. I don't care what you think. I really and I mean this as respectfully as possible. I don't care about your opinion. When you're coming with your opinion that's just pure hate and pure saltiness and jealousy, I don't care for it. I don't tune in for your trophy lifts, so I don't care if you don't tune in for mine. I don't care if you want to give us credit, if you don't. This is for Man City fans to enjoy. Do you know what I'm saying? So I found the Arsenal fan base particularly, I found them really, really irritating over the last couple of days. And I really shouldn't, but I have found them really salty and bitter and jealous. It's just been funny. It's been funny to look at because they think we care. They really think we care when they spout hate at us.
Yeah, man, it's crazy because you see all this hate going around now. Yet we keep getting it enforced us that they don't care. They don't care that we're winning everything. They don't care that we've done 4 in a row. They don't care we've got a treble because, you know, it doesn't count. Asterisk this, asterisk that. Paddy Power made a video of a big fat asterisk getting delivered to the Etihad, but nobody cares apparently. But I mean, we're in this absolute golden age now as City fans where we get to watch this fantastic football week in, week out. And yet we get accused of being bored of winning. I never understand those arguments whatsoever. I don't get how anyone can get bored of this. We're getting to watch the best football in the world, under the best coach in the world, with some of the best players in the world. And, you know, again, some sobering news in the last few hours or the last few days, even when it comes to stuff we'll get on to with players leaving and that. So I think it's more of a enjoy it now because we're not going to have it forever. So as long as people keep ripping the piss out of us, I think we're doing something right.
I know, we're the most irrelevant club I've ever come across. You know that? For a club, yes, for a small, irrelevant club that no one cares about, people spend a lot of time talking about Manchester City and using us as their excuse for not being successful. Like, look, City's 115 charges didn't make you lose to Villa. City's 115 charges didn't make you come to the Etihad and play like a bag of pussies. Rodri, a man with no social media, has single-handedly rattled the entire Arsenal fan base, yeah? Just with one little monologue, 1 or 2 quotes, and he has the whole place rattled. And he's right. And these Arsenal fans can't send back for Rodri because Rodri's the man that's unbeaten for 70-odd games. Rodri's the man that's just collected his 4th Premier League medal in a row. Rodri's the man that's just dunked on you yet again. You can't send back for him. It's not our fault that you're just simply not good enough. That's the reality. You're not run as well. You don't have as good enough players. You don't have a good enough manager. You're just not good enough yet. And unfortunately, you have to accept that. That's just the way life goes. Exactly, JTI, they don't take accountability. They don't take accountability. It was Mancini's contract 12 years ago was the reason Arsenal set up like a bag of pussies in the Etihad. It was our long grass was the reason Arsenal lost to Aston Villa. It was our blinding floodlights is the reason that Arsenal dropped points to West Ham. Look, what is it? Like, seriously, I don't get it, mate.
City is everybody's biggest excuse. We can turn around and say, oh yeah, like you said, Mancini contract, blinding lights, all that. Would you give over? Like they've got such a fickle mentality. I don't think they can take on board that it was these drop points, these bad results, this bad run of form that put them where they are. Do you know what I mean? I think we can all say that we weren't on exceptional like form throughout the season compared to last season. Especially, I think that there's been not a slight decline, but I mean when you look at a treble winning season, it's hard to go up, but it's hard to maintain that. Do you know what I mean? So I think the outcome of it is slightly below last season, but we're still winning the league. That's my point. We're still winning the league. I don't think Arsenal can turn around and say they're much better than they are last season because they still haven't got anything. They finish on the exact same as they did last season. And, you know, all their commentary now is, oh, next year will be our year, next year will be our year. They said that last year.
I know, and they're saying it for next year as well. But I fully back City to win 5 in a row. We had a conversation about this in the Big Six last night. And to be fair to Turkish, I've always found Turkish to be a very rational Arsenal fan. He's level-headed. He never says anything too outrageous, or he's pretty honest. And something he said, which was objective, was that fans of other clubs and rival clubs are probably really struggling, and more than likely are really struggling to come to terms with the fact that anything any of these clubs have achieved over the course of the last 80, 90 to 100 years of first division football in England, whatever it is, anything they've achieved that's unique or special to them, like, you know, the most points tally, the most trophies in a season, back-to-backs, trebles, anything anybody who's achieved that's unique, Pep came along and ripped it all up. All of it, and said, I'm going to take all of this in 8 years. 8 years. I'm going to ruin everything you've done. You say a domestic clean sweep can't be done? Okay, watch us. You say 100 points can't be done. Okay, watch us. You say a treble cannot be replicated. Okay, watch us. 3 in a row was crazy. Alex Ferguson did that. It won't be done again. Here's 4. How about that? So all the uniqueness that these clubs had, all the special accolades that these clubs had, that they would dangle over Man City when they were first starting to become good. You small, irrelevant bunch of blue-nosed bastards. You'll never be like us. We have 10 league titles. We have our Champions League. We have 4 in a row Premier Leagues, domestic clean sweeps. If we win on Saturday, we're the first club to ever do back-to-back doubles in English football history. No one's ever done a back-to-back double. What we're doing is absolutely mental. Big up LB, man, for the raid. Big up everybody joining us from LB's channel for the raid. Hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. We're having a bit of a cooking session here, man. We're cooking all the ops. So hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new around here, innit, man? A big up Craig party time. Big up everybody joining us. But you take my point on board. We're ripping up the rule book, literally, and we're ruining anything unique anybody's ever done. And people are really struggling to come to terms with that. That City have come along and disrupted everything. This nice little peaceful party that, you know, the Red Cartel, and then Chelsea came along with a bit of Abramovich's money and they sprinkled in there a little bit, and they all kind of did their thing. They shared around the trophies a little bit, and they all had their own pieces of history. We came along and gobbled it all up. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like gabba, 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 Pac-Man. We said we're taking all of it. Gabba, 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 gabba. That's what Pep Guardiola is. He's Pac-Man. Pac Guardiola. That's what we should call him. He just took everything off everyone. And everyone's so unbelievably bitter and jealous about it, because if it wasn't 115, it would be something else. It would be something else. If it wasn't 115, they'd be telling us, no one cares, you're irrelevant, you're boring, because that's what it was before 115. Now they're just using 115 as a coping mechanism. It's a massive form of copium. Whenever I see anybody come into my chat here and start typing 115 like a little sado in their bedroom, yeah? 115, 115. I go, mate, you are the biggest virgin ever. You haven't a clue what you're talking about. Your club is just not good enough, yeah? So you've now learned how to count to 115 to try and cope with that. It's massive copium. 115, 115. Wah, wah. Hey, shut up. Shut up. You've lost the argument once you start talking about 115. Because the reality is, Rebel, and I know you long enough to know that you think like this as well. For those of you who've never met Rebel before, Dara Rebel, big City fan from Dublin as well. Forgot what I was going to say now.
He's running.
I'm running.
I can run with something.
Go on.
Well, I think, you know, me and you, and I know Joe isn't here, but Joe can also account for the fact that Alex Ferguson ruined some parts of our childhood with how good Man United were. And I'm so happy now that we are in that transition where we're in that phase where we are absolutely ruining people's livelihoods. As a team, as a football team, it's one of the highest honours I think you can put to it, because, again, everyone's seeing Arsenal meltdowns. Murray was talking about his DMs. You've seen comments on Murray's posts, on LB's posts, all that kind of stuff, right? They are so bitter over it. I think it's great. I think it's great we can finally have a hanging over every other team in the Premier League. It is my dream. It's literally a dream come true.
No, it's a total dream come true. To be in this position is a total dream come true. Let's try and get to 115 likes. How about that, people? 115. 115. Let's get a
screenshot.
Let's get to 115 likes. Someone screenshot it and send it to me on Instagram. Yeah, do that. But what I was going to say was the copium throughout the 115 thing that they throw back at us whenever we lift something or win a league. It'll come back as well on Saturday when we win the FA Cup. You'll see more about it. They don't realize that we don't care. We don't care. Like, we don't win these trophies. We don't go through the success that we have done for your validation, for your like. Oh, it's not us going, oh, look, we've won 4 in a row. Are you impressed now? Are you impressed now? Can we have your appreciation now? Can we part of this? Can we be part of your cartel now, please? Can we be initiated? No, fuck you. No, we don't care. Because the reality is, if you're a football fan who spends more time thinking about what other clubs' fans think, you're a fucking weirdo. You're a weirdo. If you're spending your time thinking, well, what do the Arsenal fans think of us? What do the United fans think of us? You're tapped. You're tapped, mate. There's something wrong with you. If you're spending your time on social media trying to force your opinions onto other fans and look for validation from other clubs' fans. Because who should fucking care? Do you think any of those 60,000 City fans on Sunday afternoon who were on the pitch gave a fuck what anyone in North London was saying? What anybody in Stratford was saying? What anyone in South East London, all over the world was? No, they didn't. Do you think anybody who was out in the piss in Manchester on Sunday night, having the time of their lives, gives a bollocks what anyone thinks? And then they go home, open up their Twitter, and all they see is 115, 115. And we're just sitting there going, okay, well, whatever. Because the reality is, people, yeah, and I'm going to get a little bit deep here with you people, okay? And please allow me for this. When you become a football fan, you'll all know this, yeah? You want to win trophies, of course you do. But one of the main reasons you become a football fan is because, like, and you'll attest for this, Dara, with Shamrock Rovers, you're on a much lower scale than Manchester City. You do it for memories. You want to create memories. You want to create moments that you can look back on and go, wow, that day was amazing. That day was absolutely amazing. The feeling I had when the final whistle went, or the feeling I had when that goal went in, or the feeling I had when that trophy was lifted, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You do it for moments. You do it for memories. That's why you become a football fan. Not because you're kind of going, oh, I need to win this trophy so fucking Dave from Islington is impressed with me and will give me accreditation. No, fuck Dave from Islington. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't pay for my City season ticket £1,000 a year, whatever it is, in the hope that by the end of the season, I'll get my back patted by a load of dickheads wearing red. Absolutely fucking not. Yeah? All I care about is my own happiness and City fans being a good community. And that's exactly what we are, because I have to give, there's 160 odd people here. And if you're all City fans, this goes to all of you. This is a PSA to all of you. I have to give all of you immense credit. Because I think as a community, as a fan base, we've stuck together so well and rode the storm of these charges and all the hate we get for success so well. There's no other fan base in the world could have dealt with what we've dealt with as well as we have. Absolutely not. Because all you have to do, Rebel, is look at the controversies at Old Trafford over the years, the controversies at Arsenal over the years, the controversies at Chelsea now. They're all divided. All their fan bases, they're split. They're divided. They're arguing. They're bickering. It's civil war. They're going head to head. This side thinks this side thinks that, and they're beefing non-stop. Whereas City fans are just constantly united. Excuse the pun. Do you know what I'm saying? We're just constantly all in one headspace. We're all like, you know what? I don't give a fuck what he says or what he says. We're all having a laugh. And I think you'll agree with me when I say this and let you talk on this now, that even if shit was to hit the fan in a year's time or in 6 months' time, whenever, with this sort of charges thing, and the conversation arises over, well, should they strip City of their trophies or put an asterisk beside City for anything really? Not one of us gives a shit. Because you can't take away what we've experienced.
Yeah, you can't take away memories. Like you said, you know, I'd know myself, that kind of stuff. Like, there's just, you go to matches to make memories. You watch football to make memories. And, you know, I think it's weird because we're going to be running into it's the 2-year anniversary since that Villa game tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah, it's been 2 years. Yeah, it would have been 2 years since then, right? That is the best day of my life. That is 110% the best day of my life. It is an all-time memory. And, you know, I have that because of football. You have that game because of football, you know what I mean? We've all seen that, the Aguero goal, the Rodri goal, all that kind of stuff. We have that because of football. And, again, the Premier League, whatever, could turn around and say, oh, we're taking the trophies off you. Doesn't mean we didn't see it. That's exactly what you're trying to get across. It doesn't mean we didn't see it. We've seen 4 Premier League trophies in a row, and there's not a thing that the Premier League can do to take that off us. Take those memories away from us. It's impossible because we've won it. And at the end of the day, if there's another team accepting somebody else's trophy, then they are the biggest losers to ever come across in the Premier League. Yeah, there's not really much else to say on that.
No, I agree. And losers, man. Absolute losers. Like, the thing with that Villa, the Villa game, you all know the Villa game we're talking about, the last day of the season, the Gunda goal and that. Me, Dara, and Joe were all there together. The 3 of us were there together. And like,
Joe, yeah.
Joe was there. Joe was with us. And the thing is, we'll always look back on that day and go, what a day, being with 2 of our best mates, watching City win the league. I got to go on the pitch, allegedly. They were higher up in the stand. And, you know, we got to celebrate after. We got to celebrate after, and it was a special day. There's no amount of abuse I can get online from rival fans that will take that feeling away or will taint that day for me. There's no amount of stripping of trophies will take that feeling away from me of that day. There's no amount of abuse or stripping of trophies that will take Sunday away from me. Sitting here watching the final whistle go, the pitch flood, Walker lifting the 4th Premier League in a row and going, we've experienced it. We've experienced that feeling that you just can't take it away. I'm sorry, you have to experience it to understand what we're talking about. And City fans in the chat, I'm sure you agree with me. You have to experience these things to understand it, and you have to be a Man City fan to understand where we're coming from. That we simply don't care. There's too much of between those red cartel clubs. There's too much lovey-dovey, like, oh, you're a big club and you're also a big club, and we have history, you have history, let's all and then there's the 115. There's too much of that. You know what I'm saying? They all lick each other's bum holes about, you're bigger, no, you're bigger, you have more trophies, no, you have more trophies. Mate, shut the fuck up. Yeah,
man.
They spend too much time licking each other's asses and all coming together to complain about City and moan about City. And meanwhile, they've taken their eye off the ball. We've slid in from the darkness and taken everything off them. And now they're all going, oh, how have we let that happen? Cheaters! Cheaters!
Man, you're only saying like if they imagine sitting down after winning that Premier League on Sunday, right? You've just seen a fantastic performance. You've seen a 38 game season come to a head, and you've lost. The first thing you go on to is go onto Twitter, 115. You're a fucking loser, man. Get a life.
Mate, leave your mum's box. Leave your mum's box bedroom. Yeah, put the phone down. Put the phone down. Go out and speak to a man or a woman, whatever you're into. Form a relationship. Get some friends. You know what I'm saying? Breathe air. Breathe air. Do you know what I'm saying? Leave the house. Because it's weird. It's weird how much time you spend talking about our legal case that hasn't come to an end yet. It's weird how much time you spend talking about an innocent club because we're innocent till proven guilty. It's just odd behaviour all around. Well, more people tuned in to watch Klopp say goodbye than they did to watch your trophy left. I'm sitting here going, I don't care. I don't care that he's leaving.
Who's watching rival trophy lists?
I don't care that he's leaving, and I don't care that you're not tuned in to watch us. I really don't give a shit, mate. I'll get through these super chats first. Big up to Professional Idiot, the king of the members, for gifting 5 memberships to you lot. If you were lucky enough to get one off Professional Idiot, make sure you thank him in the chat, people. Professional Idiot is the king of our membership club here. If you wish to become a member, there's a link in the chat now. It's a prestigious club for prestigious people, and Professional Idiot, he's kind of the king of the members. So big up to Professional Idiot as always for showing love. And then Puneet comes in with the super chat saying, our players are bad if we struggle, but how can they compete when we do good? Our players are bad if we struggle, but how can they compete when we do good? It doesn't make sense.
How can I compete? Sorry, I was trying to work it out in my head. Sorry.
It's true. It's true. And it's another example, Puneet, of Man City players getting nowhere near the credit they deserve for how good they are. Nowhere near. The idea of squeezing Man City players into conversations with all-time Premier League greats seems to really grind on the gears of fans of those clubs who have had those all-time great players. It really, really does. Because it blows my mind now at this point. How can you win 6 out of 8 Premier Leagues, 100 points, domestic clean sweep, a treble, a back-to-back, a 3 in a row, a 4 in a row, but none of your players can be an all-time great? Sorry, can someone please explain to me what you have to do then to have an all-time Premier League great? I said on the Big Six last season, and I still stand by it, that Gundogan is up there with Gerrard, Lampard and Scholes. I'm sorry, I fully believe it. I think he's as good as, was as important to us as they were to their teams. And these fuckers can't accept that. How dare you mention Steven Gerrard, Paul Scholes and Frank Lampard? How dare you? Just fucking did, mate. Deal with it.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I believe Kevin De Bruyne is the greatest Premier League footballer of all time. Argue with me.
No, I couldn't disagree with it.
I really and truly believe Kev is the greatest Premier League footballer of all time. And the only player I'll accept an argument for is Thierry Henry. The only player. Everybody else can hold that. I'm sorry, everybody else can hold that. If you disagree with me, it's your problem. It's my opinion, and I can stand on that opinion because there's facts and there's stats to back it up. Yeah, but the only one I'll accept a potential argument for is Thierry Henry. But then all of a sudden, I mentioned Kevin De Bruyne. They go, "Oh, what? You think he's better than this guy? That guy? That guy?" Go, hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do.
At the end of the day, he's been the best player. Like across Pep's tenure, he's been his best player. He has been the best player for the club, right? He's won 6. Yeah, he's won 6 titles out of 8. The last 8 years, he's won 6 of them, and he has been a cornerstone for it. He's incredible. I don't see how he can debate. Even Henry himself, I think he was doing the post match coverage and he was singing praises. I think he knows himself. He's been surpassed. And I think I do think he's number one. I understand the Henry shouts, I really do. But again, at the end of the day, Brian's just different class, man. And I know. Anyone who was here by the time I used to be here, anyone who was around will say, "Oh, we used to give him shit." I read my hands up. I gave him shit. He must have seen the videos, so that's all right. That's all right. You know what I mean? It was all part of the master plan. At the end of the day.
I hate that video.
Is it still up?
Yeah, it's still up. Guys, we're 12 likes off the big 100, and there's 170 here. So get those likes up, man. Smash the like, subscribe if you're new. Big up to any of you who are joining us from LB's channel as well. By the way, massive shout out to all of you joining us. I know it's late at night, but it is late night chat, isn't it? We like to do a late night chat around here, so get used to it. If you like it, we will be doing these all the time. It's what we've been doing for time. So make sure you get locked in. Make sure you join the community. And there's a link in the chat if anybody wants to be a channel member. But listen, City are 4 in a row champions. It's never been done before. It will never be done again. It's a special, special time to be a Manchester City fan. It really and truly is a special time to be a Manchester City fan. And I'm telling you all in the chat now to appreciate it, to enjoy it, to cherish it, because it will come to an end. And in my opinion, it's going to come to an end sooner rather than later, as Pep alluded to himself on Sunday. There is rumours circulating that Pep is going to leave in 2025, or at least leave the Manchester City job in 2025, but there is more on that. So what I'm saying is, people, just enjoy absolutely every second of it. Have you seen these rumours, Rebel, about Pep leaving in 2025? I have heard bits of it behind the scenes off people. I didn't really want to speak on it too much because I didn't want to pay attention to it, but it is heating up. It's starting to heat up, these rumours, and I could see them picking up more steam. I watched Big Steve's live with Daps earlier on, and they spoke about him potentially going to New York with Kev. That's the rumour that Pep and Kev will go to New York together. Pep's daughter lives in New York. There'll be a lot less intensity and pressure over there than what he's dealt with for the last 8, soon to be 9 years. It makes perfect sense. And then when you deep it, they're keeping Pep in the CFG. Do you know what I'm saying? They're keeping Pep in the system, in the corporation. He's there on hand if needs be for help with whatever in the CFG. It makes sense. I mean, what do you think about the Pep situation, bro? Yeah, man, it's a bit of it's just one of them, isn't it? You know the day is gonna come. You're just fucking dreading the day coming. But yeah, I think it was Tommy this morning said that it was him and De Bruyne are gonna plan on going over to New York City. And at the end of the day, we've won everything. If Pep was to walk out at the end of this season, which again I don't want, but if he was to, I turn around and say, look, it's fine. Like, it is what it is. He has to leave eventually, but to get one more year of it would be great. It's ideal to keep him in the CFG. For one, I don't want them competing against us in Europe. That is a fucking terrifying proposition. Right? Keep that man in America if he leaves, because he is scary to go up against. He is terrifying. So I don't know, it's bittersweet at the end of the day. It'd be nice to see the two of them keep together as well, but the day is going to come, and it's more of a sobering thought at the end of the day to hear this type of news come out, to be like, yeah, look, we're nearly at the end of the cycle. But if there's any club I trust to get a replacement or to get someone sorted, it's City. Well, LB says get me Alonso or Martin Demichelis. I tell you what, I would take Xabi Alonso. Yeah, 100%. He's waiting the extra year. I know it's for Madrid. I know the ideal scenario, the ideal path for him is to go down Madrid after Ancelotti leaves. But I don't know, put a good project in front of him, give him the funds,
give him a nice pay packet himself, and I don't see why he wouldn't go to City. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, yes, he played for Liverpool. I understand completely he played for Liverpool, but why not? Why wouldn't he? He's one of the best young managers in the game, and we have one of the best sporting projects to ever offer anybody.
I mean, Joe in the chat says Alonso to Real Madrid is pretty nailed on. Doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is we are now a club that's in a position to go and say, how about turning your head, mate? How about Manchester City? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what we can offer you is, we'll offer you plenty of time, plenty of patience. We'll match the wages. We'll give you a project. We'll give you serious backing. You have to remember, with Real Madrid, if he doesn't win something serious in his first season, it's trouble. It's trouble. And if he doesn't win something serious in his second season, it's get this fucker out. He's not Real Madrid standard. Whereas at Manchester City, we'll say, don't worry, Mr. Shabby. We will allow you to work on our project here and so on and so forth. So I don't think anything's nailed on. We can compete with Real Madrid for signings. We can compete with Real Madrid for managers right now. Absolutely. Big up JTI, man. Good to see you coming in, brother. Have a good night. But listen, yeah, that's the managerial situation. I would like Xabi Alonso, but Craig Party Time comes in here with a bit of news as well. He says, where can I find it? Hugh, I was told if Pep extended on KDB, it'll be both 1-year extensions and they leave to New York in 2026 so that he could complete the 10-year cycle at City. Joe spoke about this quite a lot recently. He really wants that 10-year cycle. I think we would all love that 10-year cycle. Look, either way, chat. Either way, we have to be, you know, objective with this and accept that if Pep wants to go in 2025 and Pep says, say the same way Klopp did next January, this is my last season. I'm giving you notice, so you have time to find my replacement, and I'll help you in that process, which I'd imagine he will. We all have to simply go, 100%, absolutely. You can go and do whatever you want. Open arms. You're always welcome back. And someone said in the chat they should name the new stand the Pep Guardiola stand. I fully back that. He's the greatest Premier League manager of all time, in my opinion. He's our greatest manager. You know, undisputed, 100%. He has to be honoured in that sense. So all I'm saying, chat, is if it is the time, this time next year, May 2025. We have to, as a fan base, go 100%, mate. You go and do whatever you want, do your thing. Obviously, ideally, as Rebel said, we would prefer it's not competing with us at the very least in England. Don't you dare go to another English club, and try not to go to another European giant. Do you know what I'm saying? Try not to go to one of them. Go to New York, mate. Have a few bodegas, have a few Chipotles and that kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? A few whatever they drink, or Bud Lights and that, and relax. Do you know what I mean? Put the feet up in New York. Spend time with the family and that. But stay in the CFG. City, if he's not going to stay with City, City need to make a conscious effort, massive effort, to keep Pep in the CFG. In the CFG. Keep him in the club, keep his DNA, his presence felt, because that in its own right is worth his weight in gold. Worth its weight in gold. So, look, I don't want the day to come. Absolutely, none of us do, but it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Pep spoke about it himself on Sunday, so it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'll go through a few of these super chats. Big up Dylan Mulready with a 249 says, is it just me or is the money to Dub 100%? Bro, don't even talk to me about that flight, Dylan. Don't even. I am so, like, I hate the Manchester to Dublin Ryanair. It's always delayed. I've missed games because of it. I've been late to games because of it. I've left the airport because of it. It's just, you're right, mate. You're right. You can attest for that, Rebel. We nearly missed that Villa game.
Villa. Yeah, I was going to say, we nearly missed Villa. And it was funny because I was in work the night before. And one of the customers goes, there's been loads of delays. You best get in early. I'm surprised you're going that late. And I goes, no, it'll be grand. Oh my God, we got there 5 minutes before kickoff, man.
Yeah. Didn't even have time for a beer. Crazy.
No, I know, we skip every day.
Yeah. Big up Professional Idiot again with the super chat says, are rivals bothering you? I'm available at 115-369-0161. Fake number. Don't call, lads. It's a joke.
Did he leave out the 115?
It's part of the joke, isn't it?
No, I tell you that to know.
No, it's in there. It's in there. Big up Professional Idiot. If anyone's looking for a helpline, don't call that, as he says. Don't call that. Feel free to message in here. We might do a call-in show here. I'll rope LB into one on here maybe, and we could be your call-in. Big up Professional Idiot for the super chat. The king of the members, Professional Idiot. We always have to respect Professional Idiot. And big up Puneet. Our MGMT can plan beyond, or our management can plan beyond Pep. I agree. I agree 100%. I believe our management and our board can plan beyond Pep, but my apprehensions do come from the fact that I think when Pep leaves and Tiki leaves, more may follow, and there could be a bit of a transition at boardroom level as well as at management level. So can we expect the same level of competence and the same level of, you know, sheer knowledge and dominance at boardroom level from the next bunch? I don't see why not. We've no reason to doubt whoever that may be. Maybe the current board won't leave at all, and maybe it is just Tiki that'll leave. But my gut feeling is that when the cycle comes to an end and Pep and Tiki leave, you'll have a few more will follow. I mean, Omar Barada's already gone. I feel like Ferran Soriano will go when Tiki does too. They're like two peas in a pod. They love each other. So you may see some, you know, hierarchy changes when Pep leaves, because the dynasty has to come to an end at some point. So we have to just wait and see who takes over that throne. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I trust the club. I trust the Sheikh. I trust Khaldoon. I hope Khaldoon stays. The same way we trust them with the 115. Do you know what I'm saying? They've said they've got irrefutable evidence. We've trusted that all along. We've backed that all along. And as of right now, there's no reason to doubt that. There's no reason to doubt that. Big up Puneet for your super chats tonight. Guys, we've just passed 100 likes. That's absolutely sick. Make sure you've hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and there's a link in the chat to anybody who wishes to be a channel member around here. It's a prestigious club for prestigious people. If you are a prestigious person, feel free to become a channel member and express your prestigiousness. Let's chat a bit more about transfers as we keep it stepping, Revel. Lucas Paqueta just sold my car. They want some sort of a resolution to his charges, I believe, by the 14th of June, which is around the time the transfer window opens. I've not really had time to dive into it too much. How do you feel about transfers this summer? Me and Joe speak a lot about transfers, so it'll be nice to get your overall feeling on what we should do this summer. I for one, have felt and demanded that we need some big signings to refresh the squad and not project players for right here, right now. I like the sounds of Bruno G. I want Paqueta. I would love Musiala, but it's not going to happen. I'd love Kimmich, it's not going to happen. But these are the kind of players and names I'm talking about. Where are you at with the upcoming summer?
Oh man, there has to be something done. Anyway, 100% there has to be something done. We were linked with Paqueta last season, and then some incident, and the whole incident with the FA came up, and it fell through. But I mean, I think it was about, is it a week or two ago now, that the stuff came out again that he's agreed all the personal terms. I think it's fucking great signing. When he played for Lyon, he hung off a striker. I know he plays a bit deeper at West Ham. When he played at Lyon, he was able to move up and hang off a striker. He was a goal scorer midfielder. I know we have Foden and De Bruyne scores as well, but imagine adding that to your arsenal, having another proper goal scorer midfielder who has that bit of flair about him. Adds so much more to a team than anyone realises, because he can play across the front side of the midfield. He can sit deep as well. Bruno, I think, would be a huge sign. I think it's another release clause. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he has a release clause built into him.
It's 100 mil.
Oh, that's crazy.
I think
100 million. Like, he's so good, but 100 million getting thrown around for players like Bruno Guimaraes all of a sudden is fucking insane to me. Inflation across football in the last 10 years is crazy, but he is so good. Bruno's another one of those players who can get forward when he wants it as well, you know what I mean? He's not a proper 6. He'd lean more in the 8 mould, who can sit deep. He's like, I'd say, a less technical Kovacic in that manner, who can also sit a bit deeper. There has to be some signings. We talked about, there's a lot of stuff going around about Frimpong that we mentioned as well, but we mentioned a couple of, it was last week at this point, like, we don't need that, man. You need another refresh in that midfield. You know, no one, when they're not particularly getting younger. Realistically, Bernardo's probably going to leave. De Bruyne, again, not getting any younger. Kovacic himself is 30 years old. Like, these players, as good as they are, not giving them any shit, are not getting any younger. We need to get a slight refresh in, and again, as we said last week, it's better off getting it in while these players are still at a good level. We can't have another season of down season, no more project players, someone who's going to go out and make an instant impact. I think those two fellas are 100% it.
I think the idea of Pep leaving in 2025 also makes me even more determined and adamant that City need big signings. Give him whoever he wants, whatever resources, whatever name he wants. Go and get Pep whoever he wants, because if it's to be his last season, we must make the most effort to ensure he leaves with a Premier League medal. I do not want to see Pep leaving on his last season out on a whimper, or having failed, or being pipped by Arsenal, being pipped by whoever. If Pep wants a certain name for his last season, give him that name. Go out on the limb and get that player for Pep Guardiola. So yeah, I want Pep to be given the resources that he needs, man, the resources that he wants. I'm sure they're working on it. I'm sure they've identified who they want this summer. I know Frimpong, like I said, we spoke about him. Frimpong's not for me. It's not for me. There's people talking about Dani Olmo. I like Dani Olmo. I do like Dani Olmo. People have mentioned Eze. I like Eze. People have mentioned Elise. I like Elise. I don't know. But it needs reinforcements, because there's so many players now in the squad, or there is players in the squad like De Bruyne's, who they're obviously gonna play this upcoming season. De Bruyne's not playing 90 minutes week in, week out, 2-3 games a week. He's not. It's just not happening. Kovacic likewise won't be happening. Kyle Walker won't be happening. Will Kyle Walker be here next season? Don't know. Bernardo probably won't be here. So you're really left with Doku, Grealish, and Oscar Bob as wingers. Foden, sort of De Bruyne. Huh?
You have Savio now, though.
Savio, but is Savio going to be here next season? Do you know what I'm saying? That's 50-50.
They seem to be pretty keen getting them done. That's why I'm looking at it 100%. That moved fast. That got the Romano, here we go treatment like that. They moved fast for him. I can't see it being a project if they went for that.
Yeah, but the thing is with Savio, if I don't look at Savio as a player and go, you're going to cook for me right now from game week 1. And I'm not going to put that pressure on him. There shouldn't be the pressure on 20-year-old Savio to come in and be Bernardo Silva or Riyad Mahrez levels. He's going to need a bit of time and a little bit of patience, the same way we have done with Doku and we continue to do with Doku. I'm talking about players who, boom, they're through the door and they're here to win from game week 1. From Charity Shield Day, they're here to win. They're hungry. They want to bring success for themselves, for Pep and potentially his last season, and so on and so forth. I'm talking about statement signings. I'm talking about big names spending that cash, because how many years now, people, have we heard about this war chest and this big cash City have accumulated, and they're going to spend big this summer, and we never really do. We kind of did last summer a little bit with Vardiol, but we don't really. And we had the Grealish one there a couple of years ago, 3 years ago now. Go out and spend some cash, man. Bring in some big names. If Pep says he wants Bruno G and it's going to cost 100 M's, spend the 100 M's and bring in Bruno G. If Paqueta's cleared and it's 70 mil for Paqueta, spend the 70 mil for Paqueta. Bring them both in. Fuck it. If Pep decides he wants something or someone, go and bring them in. Go and bring them in, because there's absolutely no reason to not give this guy whatever he wants. Absolutely no reason. And none of us want to be sitting here in 12 months' time and Pep has announced he's leaving and we've not won the league because the squad's too short, or we've had injuries. We're going to get injuries again. See the way we had De Bruyne for 6 months, Haaland for 2 months? You can't rely on these things just working themselves out. You have to give yourself the better chance.
Yeah, we've always kind of had that odd injury in the middle of the season. De Bruyne has been an absolute demon for the last about 5 years at this rate. We need to keep reinforcing the squad. You can't afford to get stagnant. And again, these two boys that we're talking about, Bruno and Paqueta, are both Premier League proven. It's not like we're taking huge, massive risks, because we've seen how good Bruno's been for 2.5 years at Newcastle. We've seen how good Paqueta is. These players, like Murray said, big statement signing, someone who can come in and make an impact straight away. If it's what Pep wants, you pay the fucking money and you go out and get it. If it's last season, again, sorry to keep going back on what Murray says, but you want him going out with a bang, right? You want him getting 5 in a row. You don't want this sustained period of dominance and just as he leaves for him to drop off. You want to keep it there to build a legacy, to build a dynasty that we already have. And to do that, you have to be willing to refresh it. And I don't think City have ever shown that they don't want to refresh it. That's why I'd be fairly confident in these kind of deals happening. Because what Newcastle have, Europa? Is it Europa or is it Conference League?
Fuck knows.
It's one or the other anyway. It's quite complicated now because we have to beat United for Chelsea to get Europa and all. But they're not playing Champions League football. They were last season. If they had kept going up and up and up, then maybe they did. They got quite unlucky this season with injuries. But Bruno's not going to want to stick around. West Ham are going into a new project with, is it Lopetegui they're getting in now as well? Yeah. that can go one of two ways. We've seen what Lopetegui can do with Spanish team, then you can see what he did with Wolves. Like he got sacked after God knows how long at Wolves. It's not a surefire thing, but Paqueta's going to want to get out of there. And if City go in and pay the money, we will get him.
100%. Well, the personal terms are agreed, so it's just a matter of waiting. It's a wait game, and as I'm saying for months, people, if Paqueta really wants this deal, which he 100% does, there's no denying he wants this deal. He needs to put pressure. Him and his entourage, his agents, need to put pressure on the relevant authorities, the FA, whoever, to get this shit cleared up. He's going on 27 now. This may be his last roll of the dice at a big contract or a big move or a chance of success or to play for, in my opinion, one of the greatest, if not the greatest manager of all time. He's got to make it happen. He's got to put pressure on this. I read yesterday that they're looking for a resolution, like I said, by June 14th. So we'll see. It'll be interesting now to follow that, but I don't know, man. Big up to John Grogan for becoming a channel member. Absolute legend, John Grogan. Welcome to the HMTV membership club. You, my friend, are a prestigious person, and that is now certified with your membership badge, because our membership club is a prestigious club for prestigious people. Big up to John. Welcome to you, mate. Like I said earlier on, I think we're going to bring in some call-in shows maybe throughout the summer. LB, I see you in the chat. You better get ready for that, man. I'm going to rope you into some of them. Revel can join me, Joe can join me, whoever, and you can all call in. All the members can call in and have their say if they want. Maybe some extra content. We'll figure it out. But the badges are there, the emojis are there, and you're just supporting the channel. So big up to you. Anybody else wishes to follow John in that pursuit? The link is in the chat now for being a channel member. Big up to you, John Grogan. But yeah, look, champions again, man. Champions again. Like I said, there's a big summer ahead. Big summer ahead. I can see big changes at City over the next 12 months, whether it's player-wise, management-wise, board level-wise. There's going to be big changes. So we have to not maybe look too much into the future and just enjoy the right here, right now, innit? We have to just enjoy the right here, right now, because as I've said to you a million times, for those of you who watch me regularly, football's cyclical, man. Football's cyclical. And what we're living in right now will not last forever. I'm not saying we'll fall to shit and end up like even what Man United are right now, or go down to fucking championship level, whatever. But we will definitely not be winning 4 in a row again. We could win 5 in a row this time round, but we will never get the opportunity to do 4 again, 3 again. 2 is crazy. 1 Premier League is an amazing achievement. So, do you know what I'm saying, Rebel? You just got to enjoy the right here, right now, innit?
Oh, just roll with what you've got, man. Because at the end of the day,
you gotta roll with it.
I was hoping he'd catch on. I was really hoping he'd catch on. At the end of the day, like Murray said, this isn't going to last forever. This level of football, this level of players, this incredible atmosphere is not going to last forever. So take your time and enjoy it, man. Just sit down, relax, and enjoy the football. Because at the end of the day, like Murray said, it's about building memories. It's not about actually winning the trophies. It's a journey you go on to win the trophies, and that's what Arsenal fans will tell themselves every single day. It's not the trophies. Maybe the real trophy is the friends we made along the way.
Always about the friend, and we've made great friends. Big up Fares, my friend from Saudi, says he's watching from Saudi. Good to see you in the chat, Fares. Hannah Grace, I see you causing a storm in the chat, man. You won 4 in a row. Let Arnie Slot win 1 next. I don't know about you, bro, but I see Liverpool going into a down period. Arnie Slot doesn't move me. Anybody taking over from Klopp is a big job. And I don't think Slut, whatever his name is, will be given the resources to do what's required to keep up.
Yeah, there's only so much that one manager can do it, and Liverpool got really, really lucky. They had such a good fucking manager. As much as I hate his moan, and as much as I hate Liverpool in general and just all of that shit, he was a great manager. He really is a great manager, and I'm fucking delighted that he's gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, to be honest. Sorry.
Big up Kevin Day from Texas. Where's everyone coming from, man? This is crazy. Texas, Saudi, great to see you all. James Bond, was that you in the chat last night in the Big Six causing a storm with your super chat? James Bond says, we never win at home, we never win away. We lost last week, we lost today. Don't give a fuck because we're all pissed up. MCFC. Okay. Was that you in the chat last night, James Bond? Let me know, because there was someone in the chat last night called James Bond super chatting, and he was rattling.
It's the same person. Just need the same person.
Sonny Preston, Hannah's from Belfast. Great to see you all, man. Great to see you all. I think we'll wrap it up there. Be back tomorrow at 3:30, maybe for a 3:30. I'll see how Joe's feeling. Get an RIP in the chat for Joe. He's riddled with whatever he's riddled with right now. So back tomorrow, maybe at 3:30, maybe a late night chat. Turn on the notification bell. Stay posted. Make sure you're subscribed. And hit the like button on your way out. Link in the chat if anybody wants to be a channel member. And yeah, big up to all of you, man. Champions again, ole ole. Sing it loud and proud. Get the chest out. Don't take any shit from any rival fans. They can't chat to us. No rival fan can chat to us right now, yeah? None of you have any right to chat to Manchester City. So shush. Wrap her up, Joe.
I see dead people.
Nothing on that beat. Nope.
Aye. Monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a free throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many ops you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 You think the